Okay, I am doing a plated unboxing. I'm just a regular person who ordered this for my family. I'm not getting paid by Plated at all, or anybody. So I'm just opening this and I'll show you what we get. Okay. Open the box. These are my recipes, I guess. I've never ordered this before, but I've contemplated it for like a year. So my husband loves fish tacos. So we're going to try this fish tacos with avocado and crunchy slaw. These recipes are on their website. So you actually don't have to buy the meal service. I just don't know that it's cheaper to buy it on your own or not. That's why we're going to try it. They have big incentives to try it for the first time, so why not? You just have to remember to cancel. That was seared steak with rosemary papas bravas and smoked paprika aioli. And then we have crunchy chicken Milanese, which is one of my favorites. Actually, the arugula salad's one of my favorites with the mustard, honey mustard arugula. Okay, so this is in a cooler of sorts. We'll tell you we were out of town, so I think this came, the neighbor might have picked it up. It's cool. Baby arugula. I hate baby arugula because it's always so pokey. But that seems to be the new arugula everybody gives you. So you don't get you just get like this stick. I like the full-size arugula that's been allowed to mature, like a good wine. And then we have tortillas. And looks to be about like 8. Then when you look in the box, you have potatoes, chicken for the crunchy chicken Milanese, and that's, oh, I see. This meal is in there separately. That's the crunchy chicken Milanese, and the seared steak is separate. I guess just the vegetables come. A few things that are loose for whatever reason, and the rest is like in a meal. Those are the seasonings and stuff. That's the fish tacos.
Mom, steak? There's steak?
So I guess you can put it, yes, there's steak. That's her favorite. That's that girl's favorite.
Steaky.
And
For some reason, my sister won't even try it.
I know, she's so weird.
Yeah, steak is
Okay, so we're gonna lift for more to find our protein under the ice pack, it says. And it is cold. That is chicken breast, boneless and skinless. I tell you, I'm a little squeamish about meat, about packaged meats. I'm a little skeptical. And here's our fish. And that's the rest of the box. With the ice packs that are still a little bit frozen, but mostly melted. One thing I want to tell you is like, this box was super heavy. It's the heaviest package I've gotten in a very long time. I don't even know how they afford to ship this. They must have some deal with UPS or FedEx or somebody. All right, I've decided we're gonna do probably the fish tacos first, because the idea of freezing the fish and then cooking it isn't exciting me. And then I think I'll freeze the other two for another night. I want to show you what's in the fish tacos bag. So, something you should probably know about me, I'm kind of a foodie. I'm kind of a food snob. Quality matters to me, flavor. You know, some people are pickier than others with their food.
I'm a food snob too, Mom.
I expect it to taste like this looks. So, I'm going to show you what was in the bag. These are the vegetables. So, good thing about going with the fish tacos first also because the avocado is very ripe. I'm not loving these 2 holes. I would not have picked out this avocado in the store, nor would I have probably picked this onion, but it's a little bit soft. But hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised. This fish looks to be tilapia, and it is.
I hope I'm the one who gets the steak.
Breadcrumbs,
Because I love
Sloths.
steak.
all-purpose flour, seasoning packet, it says spice mix, chicken, then we have 2 little baby sour creams, and blue agave. Another thing about these meal kits, which is probably a good thing for most people, but I'm going to see how it works for our family. My husband he doesn't think he is, but he's a big eater. Like, you're not getting any extra sauce with this, I think. It's just enough. Those kind of things might not end up appealing to us. But for some people, it'd be great because no waste. All right, I'm gonna continue this later when I actually cook it up. Back to it. I'm actually going to start with making this avocado sauce. And I probably misspoke when they said there wasn't going to be enough sauce with just these 3 things. Because what I didn't know is there's also lime juice and avocado in there that we're going to be utilizing for the sauce. So that actually looks like plenty. So that's great. And I also want you to know that I'm a pretty good cook myself. The problem is that I run out of ideas for dinner, or I find myself walking around the grocery store aimlessly, not knowing what to make except the same things that I always make. So I thought this was a way to, you know, try to incorporate a simple meals that are easy to make and right there in front of me, and that maybe this would be a great way to go. The problem that I find is I have a hard time finding the number of meals online that our family would enjoy. You don't get a tremendous number of choices for personalities and people in the world. I mean, even like having to pick 3 out of 9 is kind of difficult. And some have even less than that. So it's basically told me to char my jalapeno pepper for 12 minutes, which sounds like a long time actually. And I am going to get back to you once it's all charred because you don't want to wait 12 minutes to watch this thing char. All right. So by the miracle of movie making, here's our charred pepper that we're going to utilize to make the slaw, I believe. All right. So here's the inside of my avocado. It's actually pretty ripe. It's not terrible. Pretty good, I guess. Okay, so it's telling us we did the jalapeno, half avocado and discard pit using a spoon. Scoop out the flesh, discarding skin. Thinly slice half of an avocado, squeeze juice of half of a lime, reserve the remaining avocado. Peel the onion and thinly slice half. Save the remainder for another recipe. Okay? Okay, so we're going to The problem is I don't have a GoPro camera. I'm doing this like one-handed, trying to make a video for everyone. This is the avocado cream sauce, and I will be putting that in the refrigerator for later. It will probably thicken up a little bit. Okay, I've made the avocado sauce. It has a little kick, even without the seeds, gotta say. And the problem with that is my husband, he cannot eat spicy food. So I might have to add a little more sour cream. And by the way, they sent fat-free sour cream, which is a personal preference choice for each person, but I hate fat-free sour cream. So I went with the real. And just in case you're making this without ordering the service, it was 2 ounces of sour cream. So now it said when you're going to make this avocado sauce, you have the charred jalapeno lengthwise, and take all the seeds out. And if you don't know why, it's because the seeds are the very hot part. So unless you like it super, super, super spicy, then don't leave the seeds. So it says to take the seeds out and also rinse off your knife. With that, we're gonna put sour cream, avocado, juice of half the lime, half a cup of water, some salt and pepper, and puree until smooth. So we're gonna do that and get back to you. So because the avocado was a little soft, it was hard to get the perfectly nice slices that they show on the picture. But it'll be fine. I'm sure they opened 85 avocados to do that. So now we're gonna, it says to squeeze the lime juice on, half a lime, and set it aside. Okay, here's the slaw. And here's the avocado slices, and we have the cream going, and on to the fish.
We got some artsy fartsy pictures.
Okay, that's my daughter talking about randoms. Here's my taco. What are you thinking?
It's a little spicy.
A little spicy?
Yeah.
And I added extra sour cream to unspice it and used only like half the jalapeno.
Okay, so we just had the fish tacos from Plated, and it looked pretty much like the picture. It was good. I will say my wife's a pretty good cook, so I wouldn't say it was better than something she would normally make, but it was different. It was something outside the repertoire. It was a little spicy for me. I told her not to add the jalapeno, but she had to have the blistered jalapeno.
He didn't tell me. He didn't
Had
even
to have the
know.
blistered jalapeno.
He didn't even know he was having it, but that's okay.
It was good. The best part about it was the fact that somebody made me dinner and it was ready. So if it encourages my wife or someone else's wife to want to cook and make them dinner, I'm all for that. But I mean, it was a good meal. Yeah. I don't get too excited about things, though. I should warn you right now. It was good.
And I, who am very selective and very discerning, and particularly discerning, although some people might say picky, actually thought it was a restaurant quality meal. I was a little skeptical when I opened the fish. It seemed really almost rubbery or firm, but you know, I've never worked with tilapia before. I've heard some bad things about tilapia lately, but I have to say it tasted quite delicious. I didn't find it very spicy. I found it just with really good flavor, a little kick, limey, and I would definitely make this again. I am curious to see if I buy the ingredients on my own, whether that's more expensive or the same, and I would actually expect it to be more expensive to buy it on my own than to make it with the ingredients that were sent right to my door. I'm a little scared about the amount of items going in the landfill, even though I wouldn't even consider myself the most. My husband's kind of funny. He's saying like tie it up, probably.
Do I have to be on the
My
camera?
selections for the week, and this is one of the better week of choices, I must say. So we still have to try crunchy chicken Milanese. with arugula, which is my favorite, even though they sent baby arugula. I don't really care so much about the chicken Milanese. My husband loves that. I like the arugula salad, which is nice and peppery and flavorful. My daughter can't wait for the steak. She is a steak lover, and that would be the 7-year-old, believe it or not. So the question is, and again, skeptical of how that steak looks a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you how it comes out. So should we make the chicken Milanese first or the seared steak? Probably the chicken Milanese because it has fresh arugula. Steak lasts the longest, right? Yeah. And so will that green pepper. All right, so there you have it. Our first plated unboxing video, and not paid for by anyone, not sponsored by anyone. Nobody's giving a kickback. I'm basically just doing a video, which is a little time consuming. So I hope it helped you. Have a great night. And oh, by the way, we will be getting tomorrow in the mail HelloFresh. And we will compare and contrast how that receipt looks and how it tastes. And thank you for watching.